I rank where the view is nothing less than phenomenal. For how I express and project from my abdominal. The only view better, both my daddy and my mama know. No living parents, my sons give me balance. My wife is my serenity, this mic is my identity. The world is foul enough, that's why I write without obscenities. Provoking danger with broken language and spoken anguish. Begging to get hurt, why would you ask to go through changes? Yes, Lord, life's a chessboard, master the angles. Control the tempo, be the one who holds the info. Acknowledge is just as deadly as machete swings. When spoken, the truth is as potent as that Medellin. While others swear the style is free, I just let it ring. Our time is undervalued, soldiers make us better kings. My fans on my shoulder, reaching after better things. Today I take the shot, for them I'd rather set the screen.
My mama told me follow my dreams. My daddy told me get it by any means. Stand tall, make him bow to a king. But I've evolved, you can see the resolve. Look in my eyes when you speaking to God.
Life and for those who we caught up in using what I was scarred with the muse. I guess they call it proving I'm more than an artist. Penciling out my darkest while stenciling out a harvest. And storing what gets me from A to B, just like garages. Instrumental with collages. Envision what I've been drawing. Broadway to give you rhythm like the great Lena Horne. So bent on, found comfort in the storm. Find peace and on when you see them others perform. Organized chaos, outcast it like hey ya.
Yo, party people in the place to be. What's good? What's good? Welcome to the Knicks Morning Drive. I'm your man, Uncle Freezy. It's good to be with y'all. How y'all this morning? Man? Good to be with y'all. It's Monday. I'm excited to be with y'all, man. What's good? Sub 209's in the building. What's good? Infamous New King is in the building. What's good? How y'all this morning? Good. I got to do my traditional thing. It's a tradition now. It's a tradition now. I guess I got to say, throw your hands in the air. Throw your hands in the air and wave them like you just don't care. Yeah, man. What's good, party people? How y'all doing? Y'all had a good weekend? Good. I'm glad y'all had a good weekend, man. Got a lot of stuff to talk about, man. I don't like talking about the same stuff other people in the Knicks universe talking about, man. I like to listen to what they have to say and then rock with it. But in terms of our conversations, you know what I'm saying? I like conversation to be, you know what I'm saying, a little bit different, whatever. So what I wanted to talk to y'all about is what if? Right? What if? Right? What if? See, other fan bases do that. Will Salkin was good. Other fan bases will do that. Other fan bases will be like, yo, what if blase blah? You know what I'm saying? And then sometimes they what ifs come to fruition. The Phoenix Suns said, man, what if we had a point guard? And they went out and got one. And then that lottery team turned into something. Right? Milwaukee was like, yo, what if we can stay healthy? You know what I mean? That's what I'm saying. It's what I'm saying. It's what I'm saying. Atlanta was like, yo, what if we can get us a coach that can bring together all of our talent? You know what I mean? T. Will is in the building. Yep. What's good? You know what I mean? Teams have, listen, there are 30 teams in the NBA, right? 30 teams in the NBA, 16 of them make the playoffs. That means 14 don't make the playoffs, right? But I would say, this is just me speculating, 3 of those teams that make the playoffs, 3 of those teams that make the playoffs can also, they don't have good enough seasons where they're a shoo-in in the playoffs. They just barely make it by the skin of their teeth. And then there's other teams that miss the playoffs, you know what I'm saying, by the same margin. You know what I mean? See, every organization does not have on-court talent. Every organization does not have veteran skill players that know their roles, right? Every organization doesn't get a buffet portion of luck, right? Some people say the Knicks last year got lucky, right? The Knicks got lucky last year. No. If you watch the same games I watched, I saw the Knicks get W's taken away from. Remember the game in Portland? Remember the Portland game? I keep bringing it up as an example. The Portland game, the referees took that game from us and took momentum on that West Coast trip. Right? Michael Hansen was good. The Knicks, and listen, the pundits are going to try to sound super smart. They're going to say, they're going to shoot real low. Hey, Raphael, what's good? They're going to shoot real low. And then that way, if the Knicks don't achieve anything, they'll be like, see, I told you. I told you this team wasn't no good. Y'all should have listened to me. I told you. That's what pundits do. That's how come they stay pundits. Because they shoot low, and then if the team doesn't do anything, they'll be like, listen, I told you I was smart. Didn't I tell you I was smart? Mama said don't trust you's in the building. What's good? Throw your hands in the air and wave them like you just don't care. And if you got fresh underwear and real hair, somebody say, oh yeah. What's good? What's good, everybody? What's good? The pundits are going to tell y'all this. It was about time for Giannis to break through that invisible wall. Nah, no pundit. Don't say that. You last year you were the same person that said Giannis will never win a championship without a jump shot. You feel me? And I'm talking to Knicks fans right now. Right? I'm talking to Knicks fans right now. If you listen to what pundits say, or you can listen to it, but if you take in to what pundits say, they always, as far as the Knicks go, they shoot low. They shoot low. They don't believe in this New York Knicks franchise. I don't blame them. But what I will say is this. The same way you judge other teams is the way you should start judging us. Is our front office smart? Yes. Do we have on-court talent? Yes. Do we have savvy veterans? Yes. Now, here's the thing. Here's the thing that'll tip the scales and make things seem odd. Do the Knicks get luck? No. The Knicks don't get luck. The Knicks don't get luck. And every shred of proppers that the Knicks get, yeah, I said proppers. I know that's an old school word. Proppers. Every ounce, every shred of proppers that the Knicks get, they have to earn it by going through a gauntlet. Reese Rolex is in the building. Rafael Diaz is in the building. What's good? Rafael, you owe me a game on Street Fighter. Guile is waiting on you. That's all I'm going to say about that. Right? So what I'm saying to y'all about the pundits, man, and everybody is they always shoot low for the Knicks. Last year, the number was 22.5, and the Knicks won 41. Right? And don't tell me about Vegas has a right to change their number throughout the year. No. A prediction is a prediction, right? Vegas said 22.5 last year. I told y'all 42 wins. Uncle Freezy said that. And I stuck to it. People's like, you crazy. And listen, I'm not saying that I'm the smartest person in the room, but what I will say is I don't look at this Knicks organization as the same organization it's been, say, 10 years ago. Now take that. This is not the Windmill Phil New York Knicks where we trade for Travis Ware and bring in Lamar Odom. Alexei Sved is a primary ball handler. No, it's not the same. It's not the same. It's not the same. Justin King, what's good? What's good? This is not the same organization. If you could call it that back then. Back then, we were just a bunch of people. Now we are an organization. We are organized. Hold on for a split second, y'all. I got a tech issue going on. There. He's back. So my point was this. The point I wanted to get to was this. So when it comes to the Knicks, we get we get judged more harshly than other franchises. And to be honest with you, I can understand why. Right? I can understand why. Right? But here's the thing. At some point, you have to stop going by what people tell you or what the prior perception was and judge things for what they are. Right? At some point, we have to stop judging this Knicks organization on what we used to be and start judging them on what they are. Rich Boy's in the building. Robert Pye is in the building. What's good? Right? And so I'm getting to the what if thing. The what if thing, right? The Milwaukee Bucks right now are the reigning NBA champs. The freaking Milwaukee Bucks. You heard me. You heard me. You heard me correctly. You heard exactly what I said. The Milwaukee Bucks are the reigning NBA champs right now. Right now, they are the champs. They have a smart ownership group that's invested in the franchise. They have a smart front office that are calculated risk takers, right? Paris Duggar's in the building. Right? They have a smart coach and they have talent on the court. But you know what they had more than anything else? This is what they had more than a smart ownership group that made their stadium, their arena, probably top 5 in the NBA. Right? They have a rabid fan base when they're winning. They have a smart front office. They have a good coaching staff. They have good on-court talent, right? But you know what they had more than anything else? L-U-C-K. Luck. Are they lucky they beat the Phoenix Suns? No. They are lucky that they stayed healthy enough to get the opportunity to play the Phoenix Suns. Are they lucky? They got past that they beat Brooklyn? No, they're lucky that their star was healthy enough to play against Brooklyn because Brooklyn had stars that were unlucky and could not play against Milwaukee. Right? Most teams that win championships have a buffet-sized portion of luck. Some created, like the Boston Celtics seem like they created, like they had a luck generator, right? They had a luck generator, right? And the Lakers just had magic. Like they had some kind of magic thing in the air that they just get a lot of lucky breaks, right? Give you an example. The Lakers won the NBA title in the bubble, right? Okay. Whoop-de-doo. Whoop-de-doo, Lakers. So, but before that, if you fast forward 4 years before that, right? They're in the lottery. They draft a kid named Julius Randle, right? They're in the lottery. They draft a guy named D'Angelo Russell. They're in the lottery. They draft a guy named Lonzo Ball. during the lottery, they draft a guy named Brandon Ingram. You know what I mean? You get what I'm saying? They mess around and get the number 2 pick in the draft 3 years in a row. Right? They mess around and get D'Angelo Russell, Brandon Ingram, Lonzo Ball. Come on. Or I think it's D'Angelo Russell, Brandon Ingram, Lonzo Ball, something like that. But anyway, they parlayed all of that into Anthony Davis. So to say the Lakers aren't lucky is a lie. To say the Lakers are not lucky is a lie. To say the Knicks are lucky is also a lie. See, because if the Knicks were lucky, and RJ Barrett fans, don't take this the wrong way. I'm an RJ Barrett fan. But if the Knicks were lucky in the RJ Barrett draft, instead of moving down 2 spots when you had the worst record in the NBA, you would have kept the number 1 spot and been playing that Lauryn Hill To Zion song to death. If the Knicks were lucky, the year that you tied for the worst record in the NBA and then had the second best odds and wound up sliding to 4 to get Kristaps Porzingis, you would have gotten the number 1 pick and drafted Karl-Anthony Towns. But the Knicks are not lucky. We are not. We are not. And don't try to use revisionist history like I just did. Don't try to use revisionist history kind of like I just did. Right? Don't use revisionist history to say that, oh, the Knicks we got exactly what we needed and blah, 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 blah. And then you criticize RJ Barrett and Kristaps Porzingis the whole time. Jamie Peralta was good. Right? So the Knicks don't get a reasonable portion of good luck. We don't. But I'm here to tell you today that with a buffet, maybe I'm speaking too fast. Maybe this tech issue is really throwing me off my game. But listen, but if the Knicks had a buffet-sized portion of luck, maybe this team wins a championship. And I can hear y'all now sucking teeth. Man, Uncle Freezy, why you always talking about? Man, listen. When I told y'all that RJ Barrett was going to be a 3-point shooter, y'all laughed at me. Y'all clowned me on the same show. This show, right, when I told y'all that RJ Barrett was going to be a shooter, y'all got behind Free Keith, and I saw y'all in the chat. Free Keith was roasting me on this show. Free Keith. Yes, Free Keith, the star of Knicks Freestyle, coming your way every Wednesdays at 7:30. That Free Keith roasted me. He was like, nah, man, he's a shooter that can't shoot. Shooting is in his job description. And y'all laughed. Y'all was chuckling. Y'all were yucking it up. Free Keith, you so crazy. And I was like, bro, I promise you, he gonna shoot at least 36% this year. And he laughed. Oh, Uncle Freezy, you always be inflating numbers. Well, not only did he shoot above 36%, he shot 40%. And when I mentioned, and when Raphael when Raphael said Julius Randle could be an all-star if he gets his assists up, and I co-signed it, y'all killed me and Raphael. Hey, Raphael Diaz, if you're in the chat right now, can you please did we when you said Julius Randle can be an all-star if he gets his assists up, I co-signed it, and we had to fight back to back. It was a back alley fight. Knicks fans thought we had lost our minds. Right? Raphael, if you still in the chat, would you tell him? I don't know. I didn't see him in the chat. He may have stepped away, but Raphael Diaz said back in October of last year, so it's almost a year. Raphael said, hey, man, if Julius Randle gets his assists up, Julius Randle will be an all-star. And people in this chat killed Raphael. I was co-signing. I had his back. I was like, you right, dog. You right. It wasn't my idea, but when I heard it, I was like, Raphael, you got a point. It wasn't my idea. I didn't push him up to say it. I didn't even think about it. But when I heard him say it, I was like, this makes too much sense for me not to co-sign. And I co-signed it. Right? And Raphael was right. He got his assists up, and he made the all-star team. When I said the Knicks were going to win 42 games and Vegas predicted 22.5, people were like, man, you are crazy. I was like, nah, because if this team is a 30-win team just off GP, Tibbs going to get those extra 10 or 12 out of them. Tibbs ride horses hard, right? Tom Thibodeau rides horses hard. We can say what we want to say about a lot of different things, right? We can say what we want to say about a lot of different things, man. But the thing I know about Tibbs and watching Tibbs over these past whatever number of years is he is going to get the most juice from his squeeze. That's just how he is. That's just how he is. And I know some Knicks fans are nervous. Where is it? Okay. There it is. All right. I know Knicks fans are nervous. They're like, no, Uncle Freezy, don't say it. You're going to blow it for us. Nah, man. That's not how this works. That's not how this works. How it works is everybody gets judged the same. And if everyone gets judged the same, then you'll see the Knicks in a different lens. You'll see the Knicks through a different lens if everybody gets judged on the same criteria. You can't judge the New York Knicks differently because of the way things happened in the past. All of these playoff teams have been terrible at one point or another. Brooklyn was terrible at one point. Philadelphia, trust the process. They were terrible. Milwaukee, how do you think they got Giannis? They were terrible. Atlanta, how do you think they got Trae Young? They were terrible. All these teams have baggage. And the Knicks have baggage as well. But we judge them one way, and we judge the Knicks a different way. Young Income is in the building. J Boogie, what's good? J Boogie, what's good? J Boogie is our guy, man. J Boogie is good people. So what I'm saying to y'all is there are some what ifs, and what ifs are going to persist. What ifs are going to persist. It happens. Like right now, we're in that what if area. Hey, Uncle Freezy, what if Mitch come back with a jump shot? Hey, Uncle Freezy, what if Kemba can stay healthy all season? Uncle Freezy, what happened if RJ can finish at the basket? Uncle Freezy, what happened if Julius Randle get that explosion back where he can start going back to the basket? Uncle Freezy, what if two of the rookies are actually NBA players? Uncle Freezy, what if Obi Toppin break out in his second year like he normally do? Uncle Freezy, what if Kevin Knox is indeed about to have a breakout like John Calipari said 4 years ago? Then what? Bodega Wi-Fi's in the building. Bodega Wi-Fi. And that's the Bodega Wi-Fi is still the dopest name I've seen on YouTube. I don't care what, bro. I don't care. I thought Uncle Freezy was a dope name until I saw Bodega Wi-Fi. I was like, God dog it. Why not think of that? Bodega Wi-Fi is the dopest name in the game. A lot wise. What's good? But here's the thing. Here's the thing. So I'm talking two narratives at once, but what I want you to do is think about both at the same time, right? I want you to think about the what if, and I want you to think about how we judge teams, right? The Milwaukee Bucks are the current NBA champs. They used to be terrible. They played the Phoenix Suns. The Phoenix Suns used to be terrible, right? I mean, come on. I need somebody with me. Here. It's not like the San Antonio Spurs won the championship and they're always good. Okay, it's not like the Toronto Raptors won the championship and for the most part they're always a good team. Okay. What I'm saying to you is a lot of people don't want to believe what I'm saying, and what I want to do is put my case out there for why not us? Why not us? Why not us? Milwaukee can do it. Milwaukee won a championship with Giannis, Chris Middleton, PJ Tucker, Brooke Lopez, Drew Holiday, and Ronnie, Bobby, Ricky, and Mike. I don't even know who the rest of the team is. I don't even care. All I know is when I look at their roster, it looks like alphabet soup to me. Right? Hey, Chuck Allen, I put your name on the banner on the homepage. Hey, because we had we really appreciate it, man. Appreciating you when you was jumping on with us, rocking with us, bro. You know what I'm saying? We put your name up there on the banner. So y'all check out the banner, man. It ain't perfect, but it's okay. So right now, when I look at the Philadelphia 76ers roster, you know what I see? I see Ben Simmons, Joel Embiid, Tobias Harris, Dr. J, Moses Malone, Ronnie, Bobby, Ricky, and Mike. That's what I see. When I look at the Brooklyn Nets roster, I see James Harden, Kyrie Irving, Kevin Durant, Blake Griffin, LaMarcus Aldridge, Dopey, Sneezy, and Doc. That's what I see. The seven dwarfs. I see the big three and the seven dwarfs. That's what I see when I look at Brooklyn. Soul Fingers in the building. right? That's what I see when I see Brooklyn. Well, when I look at the Brooklyn net, when I look at the Milwaukee Bucks, I see Giannis, Drew Holiday, Chris Middleton, and Ronnie, Bobby, Ricky, and Mike. That's what I see. Right? That's what I see when I see them. Now, when I look at us, you know what I see? Untapped potential. Untapped potential. Everywhere. We're the only team in the NBA that can lose 2 point guards in the same game and still have a good point guard. How about that? Take that. League pundits, the ones that think they're so smart. I think we might be the only team in the league that if we lost our best player, we felt like, you know what I'm saying, his backup was overdue anyway. I don't want anything to happen to Julius Randle, but I'm sure if something happened to Julius Randle, a lot of us would be pretty confident in his backup. Hey, shout out to Soulfinger too for that L he took in that debate. I meant to reach out to Soulfinger and tell him he shouldn't really debate Uncle Freezy like that, but he wanted to jump out there and he did it. And he took that L. So I said that with a straight face. Now people were probably like, that Uncle Freezy guy is very arrogant. Nah, man, that ain't me. You know, I'm just messing around. You know, I'm just messing around, man. You know, I'm just messing around. But here's the thing. Right? People judge us harshly and more harsh than they judge others because we have a reputation for ex players trying to fight the owner or superstars mad because they got to go in a certain exit. And it's all over TV and it make us look like the Keystone Cops. But all of that, none of that equates to what's going on the floor. What we have on the floor is impressive. Wayne Peterson was good. I'm here to tell you that this team that we have, okay, I'm going to throw this out here for Chuck Allen. Chuck Allen, what if Mitchell Robinson in a contract year averages 15 and 10 in a contract year? How much better does that make the Knicks? Everybody else's production is the same. He comes in and does 15 and 10. Does that make us better? What if Mitch comes back and he's 15 and 10? What if Julius Randle doesn't face double teams this year? Oh man, hey, so I ain't, man, that Knox thing, man, that's just water. You know, we all right. So what if Julius Randle doesn't face double teams this year? What if Mitch Robinson averages 15 and 10? Here's one for you. What if Kemba Walker and Derrick Rose stay healthy all the way through the playoffs? What if Kemba Walker and Derrick Rose stay healthy all the way through the playoffs? What if? What if? What if two of those rookies that you picked, I don't care which two, I don't care if it's Grimes and Sims or Sims and McBride or Jokovitis and Grimes. I don't care whatever. I don't care if it's MJ Walker and Jericho Sims. But what if two of your rookies turn out to be players? Now what? And don't sleep on MJ Walker, by the way. Don't sleep. Amir Sims probably's got an uphill battle, but don't sleep on this kid, MJ Walker. I'm here to tell you, listen, I'm here to tell you that other teams, they do the what if scenario, and sometimes it comes to fruition for them. Toronto, what if we fired the reigning coach of the year? And what if we trade our franchise player? What would happen? Their what ifs turned into championships. What if? What if? What if we catch the breaks that other teams catch? Is what I'm saying. What if it's our turn to wear the magic hat? What if it's our turn to wear the magic hat? And don't think the magic hat scenario thing is unreal. I'm going to tell you how it's absolutely real. LeBron James leaves the Cleveland Cavaliers. The next 4 years, they get the number one pick 3 times. What if? What if LeBron James leaves town? You get the number one pick 3 times. That's what happens. What if LeBron leaves? Well, the what if was you get the number one pick 3 times. Wayne Peterson says, I think someone who's not the obvious is going to surprise us. What I'm saying to y'all is this. Don't let nobody listen. When the magic hat goes around, don't let people tell you that as a Knicks fan, you can't speculate or dream about your team winning the chip like everybody else. Everybody else can do it. So can you. Why not us? It's not like Milwaukee had never been trash. The Milwaukee Bucks used to be trash. That's how they got Giannis. The Atlanta Hawks, they used to be trash. That's how they got Trae Young. The Philadelphia 76ers, trust the process. That's how they got Joel Embiid and Ben Simmons. Brooklyn used to be trash. Come on. Come on, party people. at some point, the Knicks are gonna get the luck. And when it happens, we can't waste the opportunity. At some point, we can't waste the opportunity. So Saturday night passed, we talked about how many games the Knicks would win and where they would finish in the Eastern Conference standings. A lot of y'all were there. A lot of y'all were there. So we went through rosters. I looked at the Atlanta Hawks roster and I was like, you know what? They're deep, but they don't blow me away with one individual player. Trae Young doesn't blow me away with his, because for the thing that he does well offensively, he does it just as bad defensively. Oh, finger! What's good, bro?
Morning, Knicks Nation, Blorange, Tears, family. What's happening?
What's good, boss?
Oh, man, another work day, licking my wounds after that mud hole stomping my boys took yesterday. It was inevitable, but it's all good. Talk about the Knicks make you feel better.
Oh, wow. So let me. So what I had been thinking about all day yesterday was, what if all the things that the Knicks are hoping can happen happens? What happens if Derrick Rose stays healthy all season?
Derrick Rose stays healthy all season. Kemba stays healthy all season, and two of these rookies pop. We're definitely getting to the Eastern Conference Final for sure. If not, getting to the finals.
Right.
I mean, if like I said, like the Marvel show, What If? A lot of these teams had, opportunity when preparation and opportunity come together. You can get and some luck. Good things happen like that. I mean, look, Milwaukee went 50 years without a championship, and things fell the way they fell. The Nets were hurt; they couldn't get anything right. The little behind the scenes stuff with the 76ers caught up to them.
Yep.
Atlanta, things fell. I mean, just not even look at the championship, but look at Atlanta. Look how things fell for Atlanta.
Right.
Because that's like a team that's been a sore topic for a lot of Knicks fans, because a lot of us Knicks fans, because of how things went to because how we got knocked out of the playoffs. But things happened the way it did. But you can still look at it like that for us. Things happened a great way for us. What if Randall didn't do what he did?
Right.
So I'm looking at a positive. I'm more. I like to be more of a realist and take emotions out of it. But if you look at it on paper, and we said before, on paper, we're a good team. Really, we're really a good team on paper. If you really look at it, things go the way they go. You factor in injuries with other teams. We could be a one or two. I would say a 2 seed, 1 or 2 seed, easy. I mean, it's not trying to sound crazy, but barring injuries, who's out and who's not, who can keep up with our two guards when they're healthy?
Right.
Both of those guys have led teams. Granted, you say, well, Rose is older now, but Rose is coming off the bench. You got to deal with the backup. He's taking on everybody else's backups. Right. Doesn't have to work. You got Kemba. And the driving force we've been needing has been a point guard. We'd address that, I do believe, with Kemba and Rose.
Right. I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. I think this season is gonna be special in a sense that it'll be something that a lot of long-term Knicks fans haven't seen in a very long time. And my fear is that we won't get to enjoy the ride because pundits will tell you, pundits and naysayers will rain on the parade, be the wet blanket the whole time.
No, you're right, Freezy. You're right. You're 100% right. Because when something good happens, after we've been bad and been in jacked up situations so long that the pundits, that's all they got. That's all the material they have. So they got to downplay it. All this is luck. They can't withstand these. They won't be able to withhold these runs. Oh, they won't be able to do this. Oh, this player is really playing above their means. They're going to come down to earth. Why? Would you say that about somebody that went to the Lakers? Because you notice when certain players played with LeBron, oh, they were great. They couldn't do no wrong. They doing this. You put them on another team, you don't hear about them. They went out of here. They gone out of here like Capri's on me.
Right. That's what I'm saying. It gets so quiet that you can't hear a rat piss on cotton. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. So the thing I'm getting at is this. How can you say the Knicks are dysfunctional and never win when the Lakers were dysfunctional, get the number 2 pick in the draft 3 straight years, and they won a chip?
Thank you for pointing that out, Freezy. Thank you. I'm 10,001,000,000% agree. Thank you. Salute. The one and only J Boogie, often imitated, never duplicated. Boogie.
Good morning to you, fabulous brothers of mine. Good morning to the chat. You know what I'm saying? That's rocking and typing this morning. God bless you all, man, for your life, man. Be grateful for this day. If you're at work, don't be mad that you had to go to work coming off the weekend. Be grateful and thankful that you got a job to go to. Somebody can't pay a bill somewhere. Be happy, man. 3 capital S's. Salute. Freezy, good morning, man. I see you got another bargain, and I see you got the young E40 over there. Soul finger, the 1-2, meaning the 12. What's happening, y'all?
It was going down.
Hey, so are you not entertained by the lunchroom bullies?
I'm entertained. You got a great start.
Tom Brady throwing for 5 touchdowns. Was that not entertaining?
Hey, yo, I'm entertained. You're looking good, man. But it's not by how you look. It's how you continued on doing what you do, baby.
All right. All I'm saying is some dude named Derek J has a target on his chest. That's all I'm saying. I don't know who that is. I don't know Derek J. But I'm just gonna tell him, like the great American poet, the heavyweight champ from Harlem Nights, don't the great American poet, the boxer.
Are you talking about the one that's out there in the woods running, chasing after the predator? Is you talking about the Sarge? Talking about out there beyond them trees? He went back into the military, I heard yesterday.
What?
Nick for life, Chuck. Hey, what's in the building?
Salute, gentlemen. How y'all doing this morning?
Hey,
going down. Salute.
Hey, Chuck. So I don't know how much of it that you caught, but what I'm getting at is this what if thing, right? And I'm not wishing on a star, right? I'm not wishing on a star, right? Because at the end of the day, listen, talent is gonna prevail. At the end of the day, the most talented team, the luckiest team, is gonna win. Because the most talented team doesn't always win, but what I'm saying is the most talented team with the most luck is gonna win, right? That's how this thing goes, right? That's how you have to be lucky and good at the same time, right?
Right.
What I'm saying is, what if the Knicks get a reasonable portion of luck to go with their talent? Because clearly the Knicks are good, right? Clearly they're good, right? Because you don't make the playoffs and then go out and add Evan Fournier into Kemba Walker and don't get better, right? Now, better doesn't always mean more wins, but better may mean you know
more efficient.
Yeah, more efficient and a better performance in the playoffs.
Well, I think the addition of Fournier and Kemba is good for 10 more wins. Like you put those guys in the positions last year. I think we come out of quite a few games the winner, especially the ones that we lost down the stretch. We were
Portland
leading.
game,
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
The Golden State game when Steph Curry came around that Draymond Green screen, bro. You like, come on. So
Right.
soon as you saw Steph come around the screen, you like, yeah, he made that. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? The game we lost to Sacramento. Remember the game we lost to Sacramento? We were like, how in the world we lost to Sacramento?
Yeah.
That the Quickly game we quickly gave Halliburton the business. You remember before the game, Halliburton was talking trash about, yeah, man, I got a chip on my shoulder. Yeah, all that. Hey, that chip on my shoulder thing is so cliche, bro. You know, I got a chip on my shoulder. The Knicks didn't pick me and blah, blah, blah. Man, go play ball, bro. Play ball. You know what I'm saying? Everybody got a chip on their shoulder. You know what I'm saying? How you got a chip on your shoulder about a lottery team didn't pick you? That mean the lottery team was garbage. You should be glad.
I mean, that is true, but you know, everybody want that 5 minutes of fame to spark something to get off on like that, you know.
Yeah. Quickly gave him his 5 minutes of fame. Quickly gave him the business. You know what I'm saying? But that Sacramento game, bro, you know we should have won that game. We just couldn't. The league was at 7. Well, for us, the deficit was at 7. And we just couldn't. We cut it to 5 and then give up a 3. They'd be back at 8. And then we come down and miss a shot, and then they'll come down and hit a shot. They'd be up by 10, and we'll hit a 3, be down by 7. And you're like, we just can't. But you know what though? I'll give you another example. That Lakers game, the overtime game,
yeah,
where we forced a bad shooter to take the last second shot.
And he hit that joint.
And he missed it. Remember, he missed it. But Wesley Matthews ran around Rose and tipped it in at the buzzer. And we went to overtime, and we just ran out of gas.
Yeah, that right there, you know, and I'm gonna tell you, it goes on to the part of your what if. What if we had, and it goes back to what you and Chuck was saying. What if our point guards were healthy? They are healthy all season. But also what Chuck just said about adding Kemba and Fournier, that's 10 wins. Yeah. We had how many wins for the season?
41.
I said we're gonna win 52 for the season. So you add them in, that's how you can get 51 or 52 wins. I'm saying 52 for the season. Really.
Oh, wow.
But that's how you get it. You add those 2 in.
Right.
1 + 1 is 2, man.
Yep.
Now I heard you said something earlier. I don't know how far in depth you got with it when you said that. What if Mitch comes in this season and gives you a double?
15 and 10, yeah.
I feel like you get 15 and 10 from Mitchell Robinson with the additions that we have. I'm gonna say Eastern Conference Finals.
Yes,
because I don't believe anybody else's bench is like ours. I thought it was a brilliant move bringing Derrick Rose back because he really suited that bench role, and those bench guys rallied around him, and he got the most production out of those guys. Right. So, if another year in the system with Derrick Rose, I'm expecting to see bigger things with Obi Toppin, Emmanuel Quickly, even Nerlens Noel. I mean, I don't see why we can't. A lot of the teams that we are supposed to be afraid of, and I say that loosely, supposedly afraid of, they're only top heavy. Like once you get past their starting 5, it's like, oh, okay, now you got to start kind of cherry picking who's going to come in, who can give you minutes and things like that. With us, I really believe we're 10 plus deep. So if you're getting 10 and 15 and 10 from Mitchell Robinson, that makes us a very, very dangerous team. That means that everybody in our start five is live. You can't slack off anybody. If not, we'll run away with it.
That man preaching the gospel right there. Facts.
Yeah, man.
That's no straight truth. All that is all facts.
Right. And so I said something, and I think people were frustrated with me because they feel like I always overinflate Knicks stuff. But then when I say, what did I overinflate? They were like, well, you said RJ Barrett is going to be a better 3-point shooter. Yeah, I said it. I said that last November. I said it. And they asked me, they were like, you always overinflate the Knicks win total. Yeah, I said 42 wins. And they're like, aha, you was wrong. You only won 41 games. Okay, I was wrong. I said 42, we won 41. I was wrong. Right? We said Julius Randle, if Julius Randle get his assist totals up and pass the ball, Julius Randle will make the All-Star team. Right? People was like, no handle Randle. Dubious handle will never make the All-Star team. My bad, Soulfinger.
Oh no, I was just saying what you're saying. Dubious handle. Yeah, I'm just repeating just the negative that Julius had. You know. Right. People were like, dubious handle will never make the All-Star team. It was like, man, you don't call him that. That Julius Randle is 20 and 10. And they was like, no, he wasn't Uncle Freezy. He was 19.5 points and 9.7 rebounds. But I went to New Jersey public schools, right? And so when you round, they say if it's 4 and down, you round down. If it's 5 and up, you round up, right? Yes, sir.
So 19.5 is 20 to me. 9.7 is 10 to me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, you know, it's just nuts. So the reason why I say that, I'm not trying to throw dirt in people's face, but what I'm saying is, cut me some slack. What I'm saying is, I'm throwing this stuff out here. I'm not just saying random stuff. What I'm doing is looking at what these cats can do and making a projection based off of the small stuff that I see. I'm taking everything into account. Right? I mean, it is what it is.
But let them feel how they want to feel, Freezy. Don't worry about it. Big brother got them. I'm flame throwing all these doubters and doomers. All I know is at the end of every season, we headlining on every rumor. But your topic debates, I guess you live and you learn. But you're going to respect James Dolan paid the memorial for David Stearns. I got some fire on the way. Give me your email to me, man. I got to ride out, though. Okay. I got to ride out, and I don't want to cut the truck on loud. But get your email to me, man. I'm getting ready to turn up this week.
Word. I'm gonna do that in a few minutes.
And y'all man have a great Monday, man. I love y'all, man. 3 capital S. Salute. I got my mob squad. We gonna run up in this house and tear it all the way down.
Fem.
Salute, J Boogie, man.
Be easy, J Boogie.
Hey, be safe, old man. Make sure you take plenty of breaks.
No doubt, man. Energy up, man. Hit them like buttons, man. You know what I'm saying? Stop putting your thumb up when you need a cab, man. Press that like button. It ain't doing nothing but wait for you to press it, man. Press the button, man. You press the remote, press the like button, man. God bless y'all, man.
Yeah, man. Hey, appreciate you, bro. Same. God bless you, bro. Yeah, man. So Anthony D is in the building. Anthony D probably coming in here to troll. I see Anthony D. He probably got something smart to say. Like, you know, you always, Uncle Freezy, always be putting too much pressure on the Knicks. I ain't putting too much pressure on the Knicks, bro. They professional, they grown-ups. So Chuck, so who do you think is going to be the breakout rookie or the breakout young player?
To be honest, I think we're gonna need 2, maybe 3 guys. I need I'm hoping off the bench. I'm gonna start with the bench. Off the bench, it's Obi Toppin.
Oh.
And when I say breakout, 10 points, 6, 7 rebounds. I see you looking. I'm expecting him to take baby steps. I don't expect him to dominate. I think with with a point guard that is going to get him the ball, is not going to be dribbling with their head down, is going to see him on his cuts.
Right.
He'll get a lot of very easy points this year. When you have a guy that maybe isn't that fundamentally sound in the post, you put him on the move. You build up his confidence where he's cutting to the basket, he's getting easy dunks. A guy like that, even if he's not great on defense, he's going to give you incredible energy because he feels like he's a part of the game. You know?
Right.
The next person is probably, I'm going to say Emmanuel quickly.
Okay.
His decision making and being consistent. I think this offseason, these are things that he works on. With our young people, it may be unfair for me to think this way, but I look at RJ Barrett and how he's gotten better with each offseason.
Right.
And I'm seeing these guys in the gym playing against other NBA talent. So I'm hoping that this is a sign of things to come, and I could put them in that same mold as, okay, like these guys are getting better each year, like RJ.
Right.
So I'm expecting jumps from them.
Right.
From the starters, Mitch and RJ. RJ has done above and beyond for the guy that they say didn't have any athleticism, had a terrible shot or no shot when he came into the league, to now being one of the better 3-point shooters percentage-wise. We saw him. The thing about that kid that I was down on him when we first drafted because I wanted Ja Morant. I'm one of those people that get fooled by the eyes. Like, okay, wow, he does a lot, but is his a lot efficient? Does it equal winning? No. And for those in the chat that might be saying, well, he's a better player, but is he winning?
He looks like a better player.
Right.
But the numbers say RJ Barrett is a better player by far. Not even close. Not even close. One dude shoots in the low 40s. The other one shoots in the mid 40s. One dude is a dead-eye 3-point shooter. One guy's a defender. And the other guy is a dunker. And listen, and I'm not down on Ja Morant. As a matter of fact, Ja Morant went to played in the same basketball conference as my sons. He went to Crest. My sons went to Darlington. You know where I'm at. I'm in Darlington, right? So he played in the conference with and when I saw Ja Morant, they had him listed at 6'1", 160 or 6'2", 160. Ja Morant was about 5'11", about 135, 140.
Wow.
Yeah.
String bean.
Yeah. But could jump and was the fastest dude when he came to Darlington, he was the fastest dude in the city. And we run here. This is a track town. You know what I'm saying? Darlington, Lamar, Hartsville. You know what I'm saying? We run
out there.
Yeah. We run here, but he got here. Yeah, he was the fastest dude here. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And tough. That dude is tough. That dude was tough as shoe leather. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But the thing is so that's why I don't want to take nothing away from him. I don't want to take nothing away from him.
Oh no. I wasn't saying that to take anything away
I'm talking about me. I'm talking about me now. I'm talking about me. Yeah.
Okay. I wanted Ja because of all of the jump off the screen type things that he could do.
Yeah.
And I'm like, well, that's the kind of guy that we need. And no, I think we got the guy that we need. We got the guy that's going to be consistent.
Yeah.
RJ is not the guy that will get caught, that has gotten caught up in the New York hype. how some veteran players that come on free agent contracts and then they're not found. You can't find them.
Right. You know about the vets. They know how to be professional. They know how to they know where the best club is at in every city, but they know how to get their rest and be prepared for the game at the same time. Right. You know what I'm saying? Like they'll come to the Knicks and get the bag, right? And they'll know all the spots in the city. You know what I'm saying? All the spots in the city, and then game time come, they're gonna give you they 14 points, they 5 rebounds, and go back to the bench. You know what I'm saying? They professional. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Alec Burks, professional.
You know what I'm saying? He a pro. He done played for what, 6 teams?
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? He a pro. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I don't have nothing against guys that know they role. You know what I'm saying? So you know.
And I think that's what our front office did, was assemble a team with the right role players. Now it's about developing stars. And when I was talking about RJ doesn't do anything that like, oh wow, oh God. But I did see something in a couple of little clips here. Wait a minute, he's taking shots off the dribble.
Yeah.
And it's looking fluid.
Yep.
Oh, NBA, y'all got a problem now. Y'all have a problem now because you say these things about this kid and you snub him with all of the accolades that he should be getting. You don't mention him amongst the elite younger players. Okay.
Right.
But everything y'all said that was his weakness, he goes in the off season and he makes it a strength of his. Yeah. Like, is that not a sign of greatness?
Right. Hey, and you know what you said? And so what you said just now is so eye-popping. It's like a wow moment. Because what you said is he takes a weakness and turns it into a strength. Like most people take a weakness and make it average, so it won't be a weakness no more. Like people say, work on your weaknesses, man. You know, get your weaknesses up. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. But RJ Barrett turns his weaknesses into strengths.
Yep.
Bruh. Listen, the funkiest thing that I saw was RJ Barrett's shooting percentage. I keep forgetting when I think I said it was 73, and I want to give him credit for what it is because I think it was higher than that. Because last year, or not last year, but the season before last, RJ Barrett shot so this season past, he shot 74.6% from the free throw line, right?
Mm-hmm.
And the year before that, RJ Barrett shot 60%, I think. Where is it? Yeah, 61.4%. So he raised his free throw percentage 13 points in one off season. Bruh, 13 points.
But people overlooked that. You know, they overlooked that again like I said, he's been snubbed so much, we don't want to give him the credit. And he's always being matched up against the two that were drafted ahead of him. When in fact, okay, RJ's not the flashy player. He's not the high flyer. But if you look at his body of work, the cat is solid.
Right.
You know, and it's the fundamentals. And now you like to say he's taking a weakness, making it a strength.
Yep.
Problems. And that's what you want. You want constant growth. I don't want you to come out. I mean, all right, everybody doesn't develop at the same time, but come on, man. They need to raise up off that.
Right. Right. And so here's the thing too. Right. Certain players are built for certain situations. Like John Morant, he's a perfect personality for Memphis, Tennessee. Right?
Mm-hmm.
Perfect, because man, listen, he from Sumter. He from Sumter, South Carolina, bro. You know what I'm saying? And if y'all don't, and some of y'all don't, when I say Sumter, y'all like, what? Where he from? He from Dalzell. He not even from Sumter. He from the outskirts of Sumter, South Carolina. Bro, come on. Right? So you take a kid like that. He went to school at Murray State.
Mm.
He didn't go to Kentucky. He didn't go to Duke. Bro, he didn't go to UCLA, Connecticut. He didn't go to Georgetown. Bro, he went to Murray State, bro. he went to a perfect situation where he can go and hide, so to speak, until he's ready to be till he's ready to step into superstardom. And I'm not saying that he's a bad player, but what I'm saying is you could go to a Memphis, Tennessee, and go through your trials and tribulations without having 81 people at your locker after the game, everybody fighting over each other to ask you the most ridiculous question you ever heard in your life.
Right.
Memphis, Tennessee, bro, it's going to be 4 people, and most of them going to be nice. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
In New York, it's not going to be 4 people, man. It's not going to be 4 people, and they're not going to be doing cute stories for the 6 o'clock news. It's going to be 81 people, right? And 81 people, they're going to be like Mark Berman. RJ, why'd you miss that shot against Jimmy Butler at the buzzer? Does that mean you're not a closer? That's the kind of questions RJ Barrett get, right? And John Morant question would be like, hey, John, we lost the game. Are you focused on moving on to the next game? Yes. RJ Barrett type question. If you can't finish against Jimmy Butler, are you a closer, RJ? That's the kind of question RJ get in New York City. You know what I'm saying? Certain people built for certain situations, right? John Morant go to Memphis, Tennessee, and he can deal with that. RJ Barrett is built different, bro. RJ Barrett is a different type cat.
Exactly.
RJ Barrett is the dude. Like when Woodshed said that RJ Barrett can give us a Ron Artest type of impact, he meant that. You know why? Because what people don't know is Ron Artest mentally at the time was man, listen, dude was tough physically.
Yes.
But he was hard, bro. Ron Artest, did you know what it take to be a lockdown defender in the league? Do you know what it take to defend a Kobe Bryant? If Kobe hit 2, you can't let Kobe hit 3 in a row. Because if he hit 3 in a row, that means he's going to hit 7 in a row.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's what Woodshed is talking about. Like, listen, RJ, you're going to have to defend James Harden tonight, bro. We ain't got nobody else. And you can't let him hit 3 in a row, because if he hit 3 in a row, he going to hit 8 in a row on you. You know what I'm saying? RJ was like, so I got him. Okay. Oh, okay.
Yeah, not everybody's mentally tough like that.
You don't see like for instance in the NBA Finals, you didn't see Kevin Durant trying to guard LeBron James, bro.
No.
You didn't see. Now LeBron tried to guard KD and was getting the business given to him, but you didn't see KD trying to guard LeBron. You saw Andre Iguodala trying to guard LeBron. You know what I'm saying? I mean, come on, you have to have a certain dog type mentality in you in order to step up and be that type person. And when Woodshed said it, I was like, I don't know, because we, of course, in pre-production, you're like, yo, what kind of, you got some topics you want to talk about, blah blah blah. He's like, yo, Uncle Freezy, listen, I got something I'm gonna throw out here, and it's gonna shock the world. I was like, man, listen, bro. Everybody that do a show say they're gonna shock the world, bro. Everybody that I'm gonna shock the world. The Knicks ain't gonna sign Frank back. Oh, right, you didn't shock. That's not shocking. that's not shocking.
That was a given.
Yeah. They like, I'm gonna shock the world. The Knicks gonna sign Derrick Rose back. No, that ain't shocking. Tibbs and Rose like each other. You know what I'm saying? But when Woodshed said, and I advise people that have not seen that Knicks versus, check out that Knicks versus. Go to the community tab, click on it. It's out there. It's right above the where me and Soulfinger's video is. It's right above that. Right. Go out there and click on it and watch it and watch what my man tell you. I promise you the take he made. All the takes he made were genuine and takes that you didn't hear in the Knicks universe. And what I guess what I'm getting at is the thing he said about RJ Barrett. is R.J. Barrett is built for this. Is basically what he was saying.
Yeah, RJ comes from basketball lineage.
Yeah.
I heard this statement once. I wasn't sure if I necessarily agree. They were saying how you have a father that played professional sports, if he wasn't one of the top players, when their kid come along, their kid usually better than them. And the opposite effect, if you were a superstar, the likelihood that your kid is going to be a superstar as well. Right. Like they point at like Mike and a few other people. Right. RJ's been groomed from day one. Yeah. Like you can tell that he eats, sleeps basketball. Right. He's never run away from challenges. He accepts them. And gets better from the situations where he may suffer a minor defeat. When you have a guy like that, that just says superstar written all over him, man. Like, he was the right person for our situation, based on the things that you were saying earlier about Ja. Because right. something South Carolina, other than the Jessamine Mall, it might be something else now. Other than that, like really,
I used to get my cologne out of there.
You have to switch up sometime and run out to something, man. When you going school shopping at something, man, going to Jessamine, right, and so something's it's not a very big city compared to a New York. Right. Murray State is a smaller school. Right. So you're comfortable in those smaller surroundings, like Memphis, Tennessee. If I'm not mistaken, this might be one of those states under the Blue Belt law. So it's Saturday night, 11:59. That's it. You don't have your spirits by then. It's a wrap.
Yeah. That blue law.
So yeah, man.
Right.
Yeah, man.
So that fits in right where he's coming from, because South Carolina definitely had that. Yeah. And people from out of state used to get upset. Oh man, bro, you can't get no alcohol past 12 o'clock on a Sunday, right? On a Saturday, like it's a wrap. Yeah. So he perfectly fit in the Memphis ecosystem, because you're not taking them from something else and then putting them in something totally different. You're putting them in a situation where he can thrive. The same thing with Zion. New Orleans is the perfect place to go, and you'll wow them. But if you're somewhere else in a major city, the things that they're not pointing out in the media down there in New Orleans is front page news here. Yeah. It's been 10 games and Zion Williams hasn't gone to his left not once, or not gone to his right, or hasn't made a step back 3-pointer in 24 games. So it's like, we got the guy that will be able to take the brunt of the media, use that as like on some Black Panther stuff. Like whatever you trying to harm me with, I'm gonna absorb it and then I'm gonna use it against you. Right. So like I said earlier, he's one of those guys that I'm looking for to take another step. He's at about 18 points per game now. Yep. So I'm looking for 24. You don't have the same offense. Your point guard is not limiting you. Your power forward doesn't have to dribble, and then hopefully find you in the corner, or we can swing the ball now in these double teams, if that's something that they're going to continue to do, and find the open man. He's improved at his 3-point shooting, and people will say, well, that's because he's not taking any contested threes. he won't be taking a lot of them again this year. So you're hoping that goes up or stays the same.
Right. And so the thing is what people don't realize too with contested threes and uncontested threes is, for the most part, every 3-pointer is going to be contested. You rarely see a wide open 3-pointer in the NBA. Right? You rarely see. You might see during a game. So last year the Knicks shot the ball 6,228 times. Right? I'm not looking at the stat. I got it memorized. 6,228 shots is what the Knicks took. Got it memorized. Got it up here. Right? Right? And out of all those shots, the Knicks may have got 20 wide open shots.
Mm-hmm.
Out of 6,200, the Knicks may have gotten 20. Right?
Mm-hmm.
And when I mean wide open, I mean, I'm not counting fast break dunks. And I'm not counting, because of course they fast break dunks. Those are not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about when a shot could be contested and a defender get to him late, like uncontested, like the defender see him and rotate to him late. But you know what I'm saying. But so what I'm saying is this: out of 6,228 shots, the Knicks probably got about 20 shots that were totally wide open, almost ridiculous shots. And one of them, if y'all remember, was a shot by Reggie Bullock in the Lakers game where he got a 3-pointer. They ran him off the line, right? No, you can't shoot the 3. And he took 2 dribbles, and instead of going to the rim and dunking, he pulled up for like a 16-footer and missed.
Yeah, I remember that one. I had a lot of colorful adjectives after that play.
Reggie Bullock, why are you passing up a dunk in the NBA for a 16-foot jump shot on the run, knowing you're a spot-up shooter? So as soon as you take a jump shot and your feet ain't set, we already know you missed.
Yep.
But Reggie Bullock is gone, and I digress. I digress. Booker D is in the building. June 1 was good. What's good? We see you. We see you. Chef NYK is in the building. Andre Bryant, what's happening? What's good? What's good? So, fellas, I guess where I'm at, and I'm trying to figure out is what if say 3 of the what ifs turn into reality? What if Julius Randle don't get double teamed as much as he did last year? Right? What if Derrick Rose and Kemba Walker stay healthy? What if Mitchell Robinson averages 15 and 10? C-Mac, what's good?
I like what you were saying. I mean, you think about with Mitch bringing in numbers like that. First of all, we hadn't seen Mitch be able to do that. The 2 times he was on the verge of doing that, he got injured.
Yep. Both times. Yep.
Both times, the hand and then the foot. And I really think those were the 2 games. One of those games is going to be the turning point where people are going to be talking about give Mitch his money now, lock him up, keep him, instead of you have more than you have now saying, well, he's, some saying he's a bum, he can't do this, he can't do that, he's injury prone, blah, blah, blah.
Right.
Sometimes, just like you said, good luck rolls. Some cats have bad luck. It just happened to be that Mitch had bad luck with these injuries. Am I concerned about the foot with the weight? Yes, I am. However, scared money don't make money. So, Mitch put up numbers like that, man. That's adding on at least another 5 to 7 games.
Right.
So
Man.
Easy day.
Julius Randle doesn't get. I'm gonna piggyback off of what you said, Soulfinger, because I agree. If we're talking, what if Julius Randle doesn't receive double teams? Julius Randle puts up 30 points a game.
Easy.
That's what I'm thinking too.
Because there aren't many. I can't even think of a specific name off the top of my head. Power forward defender that stops Julius Randle.
No.
And I'm not being facetious. I'm not trying to blow smoke to the or preach to the choir. Like, I'm thinking, who's that guy that stops Randle 1-on-1? He's stronger than most.
Yeah.
Quicker than most, and has become a 3-level scorer at the power forward position. So,
and he's skilled.
And that's what's really overlooked. People overlook his skill.
Yeah. So y'all heard. So let me ask y'all something. So y'all heard about AJ Johnson passing away?
Unfortunately, yeah, I saw that this morning.
Oh man, bro.
No.
Yeah, man. Ezel.
Damn.
Yeah.
Oh man, bro. Ice Cube, you should have did that Friday. You should have did that Friday when you had the chance, Ice Cube.
Yeah.
Because now three of the people that was in the joint done passed away.
And we lost another good one.
Yeah, man. That one kind of, the Ezel one kind of,
that stings.
Yeah, man. Because he's a man, 55. Man, that ain't even. If he was 75, I'd have been like, oh, okay. And I probably shouldn't even said it then, but still, man, that's crazy. Hey, so Andre Bryan says double teams are going to increase on Randle to test his basketball IQ. If they do that, RJ and Kemba Walker make an all-star team.
Yeah. Because they're gonna get punished. Now you punishing other teams for their, as they say in the people with a bigger vernacular say, for their folly.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. I mean,
the problem last year, I understand what it's saying. Like, they're gonna double team Randle again to test this. Like, and Randle's IQ wasn't the problem. It was once he passed out of the double team and they swung the ball usually ended up in the hand of a guy that shouldn't have been shooting a 3-pointer in the first place. Yeah, and that was Elfrid Payton.
Yep.
Elfrid Payton was the person that was in, and I'm like, why does he have the ball? Why did y'all let him be? But it was designed that way defensively to make sure that he gets the ball. So now, if you're telling me swinging the ball and getting it to a Kemba Walker, I like those odds versus much better than a Elfrid Payton.
Yeah,
right.
Punishment, man. That's straight. That's what's going to happen. It's going to be punishment. They're going to get hurt doing that. Every time you try to double Randle, he's going to kick it out. Because now, like you said, Tibbs stressed it all off season. After we lost the playoffs, we need shooters. Yep. Shooters. That has been addressed along with point guard. So now you double down. And I said it before, the person that I think is really going to make out of all this in the starting lineup is going to be RJ. As much as we were talking about him before, because now RJ doesn't have to create as much. It's going to be more, the lanes, things are going to be open and it'll be easier for him to go. And then you get those mismatch when you put a smaller play on him, and you already know RJ plays bully ball. He's just going to punish the next smaller player or somebody his size is not as strong. He's going to punish him.
I would love to see. Chop Low was in the building. Chop, what's good?
Salute, Chop.
Yeah, but I would love to see RJ Barrett in the post.
Yes.
Some. Not all the time. I don't want to turn it into a mini Randle situation. You know what I'm saying? But when there is a clear mismatch, Knicks versus Hawks, and Trae Young is on RJ Barrett, you got to send him to the post, bro.
Absolutely. Immediately.
Immediately.
Yes.
Because even if RJ don't score, Trae Young foul totals go up.
Yeah. Because the play, he was hid. Like I said, we already know. We don't have to keep beating that dead horse and rolling a grenade on him. Trae Young was hid being on Reggie Bullock. They hid him.
Yeah.
So now you can't hide him. A lot of players they had on other teams that we knew that were defensively deficient. they hit them on certain players. Now you cannot do that against this squad.
Right. And we were at the game. So we were at the game, right? And what happened was the Knicks run pick and roll, right? The Knicks run pick and roll, and R.J. Barrett is guarded by John Collins on one wing, and Reggie Bullock is being guarded by Trey Young on the other wing. And so it was a pick your poison type thing. R.J. Barrett against a big going to the basket. You know he's gonna beat a big off the dribble and go to the basket
all day. Eat his lunch,
right? Or go to Reggie Bullock in a post on Trey DeBarge, right? And so, hey, Chop Low, you wrong for that too, Chop. You think I ain't read that text? I got it. I got him. Chop Low call. Chop Low call Trey.
Yeah, Trey the ball.
Trey the ball.
I don't remember
So anyway. So the Knicks rotate the ball around to Reggie Bullock on Trey Young, and Reggie Bullock don't know what to do with the ball. The shot clock run down. They kick it out to Julius Randle with 3 seconds left at the 3-point line. He fumbled the ball, catch it, and throw up a 3, and people boo Julius Randle.
Yeah.
And I'm like, why are you booing Julius Randle?
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? This is a
See, that's when you looking at the star, the best player on the team, but you got to look at the moves. As L would say, the game within the game.
Right.
First of all, Bullock had the mismatch. He should have been trying to punish him. Even if he didn't get the shot, man, do something. Make this cat defend you, foul you, go to the line.
Right.
Even if he would have missed the shot, I was like, well, at least he went up. But you threw it out there on, it was hot potato. Let me give it to Julius so he can bail me out.
With 2 seconds left, and you threw a bad pass. So Julius Randle got to catch it, fumbling it, and still trying to get a shot up. So that's just like when you were in school and you had the teacher told you, all right, read these chapters over the weekend, whatever. And you like, all right, whatever. Then you come in, you find out you got a exam. You didn't read. So now you sitting over there trying to peek over somebody's shoulder or writing the answers in your hand. Right. Yeah. Yeah. And so you get caught like that a lot. Like for instance, like my homeboy Shantae Brown, right? We used to be school, blah blah blah. We go to class, like that was my man, right? He in the class in second period, I'm in the class in third period. So while we changing classes, I'm like, yo, what y'all do in second period? You know what I'm saying? And he's like, yo, she told us to read the joint over the weekend. I ain't even read it. And I'm like, so what? She gave us a quiz. And then I'm like, oh. And then teacher like, all right, everybody sit down, settle down. I got a surprise for y'all. And I'm like, I know what the surprise is. God damn it. I know what the surprise is. The surprise is a quiz. You know what I mean? Hey, Knicks tape, what's good? What's good, Knicks tape? What's good? Yeah, man. So yeah, I feel you, bro. I feel you on that. And we gotta, I think the team this year is gonna probably. I'm somewhere in the neighborhood of about 58 to 60 wins. And I think I explained it, but I'll break it down one more time real quick. I think an above average playoff roster, will get you 40 wins, right? Mm-hmm. Kemba Walker and Evan Fournier are going to get you 5 more wins. The addition of depth is going to get you 5 more wins, right? If everybody stay healthy, that's another 5. And then plus what Tibbs does, that gets us to 60, right? That gets us to 60. Now, with that said, oh boy, he come with that foolishness. He come. I'm gonna act like I'm. Good morning, sir.
Salute.
Hey, good morning, Nick Universe. My main man understands soul finger with a caddy at, baby.
What's happening? What's happening?
What's going on? How's everybody doing this morning? Uncle Freezy, how's everybody doing?
You told me Patois was Caribbean. Patois is African.
Well, it's African, Caribbean. I mean, you know, our language done stolen, chopped up, done brought back, refried. You know, it's like a refried black bean. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? You still gonna eat it, right? You know, put a little tortilla around it. You still gonna eat it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
man. How you doing this morning?
I'm doing good. I see y'all are feeling real good this morning.
Oh, here we go.
Freezy got 58 to 60 wins. Julius Randle will be on first team All NBA. Kemba Walker dropping 10 dimes, dropping 23 points. What else? Where are we going?
This is the dude in love with Bernard King.
Hold on.
You know Bernard King only played 208 games, right?
Let me up you one, Freezy. 4-4-4. That's what we're gonna do. 4-4-4. Okay? That's what we're gonna do.
All over again.
Yes, that's what we're gonna do. Yeah, we all gonna be driving around in pink Cadillac, you know, sipping on whatever's in our cup, you know, because this is the time to feel that way, right? This is what we're gonna do.
Yeah, you're right. This is the time to throw out that stuff. I like to throw out stuff early.
Now let's get back to reality a little bit, or my reality a little bit. Okay, I'm thinking 45 to 49 wins. 45 to 49 wins, and somewhere around the same seed where we was last year. 4-3, something like that.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Definitely see that the seed like that. Definitely.
I'll be right back.
Yeah, that's what that's how I see it. You know, something like that, because this team, we got to grow. There's still new pieces. We've got new pieces. We got new rookies. It's gonna take a little bit of time to get that continuity. And when you try and get continuity, you sacrifice games early.
Yeah, I was looking at it like this here. I was looking at it because we really added two pieces that it shouldn't. I'm hoping. I'm praying more than hope. Hope doesn't do much for you, but that our chemistry and continuity comes together faster than a lot of the others. Like take for instance Chicago. Chicago added a lot of pieces. I look forward to maybe their gelling is going to take a little bit longer. However, with just adding Kemba and Fournier, I'm praying that it doesn't take as long, which I really don't think, because they are veterans, proven veterans at that in the league.
Proven veterans, but also look at Evan Fournier. He's never really been in a winning situation.
True that. He's been in Orlando the whole time. Yeah.
So now the price done went up.
True.
Now what we have now is the one thing that a lot of Knicks fans are always afraid of, and here comes that word: expectations. You see? Expectations, right? Because that can do what? That can make a diamond or bust a pipe.
Yes, indeed. Pressure always does.
Yeah, because now you got pressure from expectations. Where do we go? These are new guys. Last year, a lot of the word that we heard was every city, Randall and the camp, when they drop down, they're going to put in the work. Now you've got new guys who are used to doing things their own way in different situations. Are they gonna be down with that movement? You know what I mean? Are they gonna be down with that? You see what I'm saying? Pandemic done, whether we believe it's lifted or not, people are out doing their own thing. So now it's that whole, staying together, staying in the camp type of feel, that's gonna go out the window. So now you may have guys getting quarantined 2-3 times a month.
Yeah.
See what I'm saying? Does everyone gonna be batting in the hatch? You know what I mean? We're gonna stay as a family. We're gonna stay as a team. We're not gonna be going out. We can't take risk of getting sick. You know, we're gonna regiment our families in the same way. Is that gonna be it? Can everybody buy into that? We don't know just yet.
Yeah.
So, you know, so for Nick Nation out there and Freezy and his 58, 60 wins, driving a pink caddy, whatever. Let's pump the brakes just a little bit. let's catch ourselves just a little bit.
I mean, barring that, and I put it out there, and I said I was looking at more or less 52. I was looking at more or less the 52 on the lower end, 54 between 48 and 52. That's what I'm looking at.
You know,
I agree with that. You, AD, let me ask you this: you don't think the addition of Fournier and Kemba at least gives us 10 more wins?
I'm not a regular season guy.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So it's not about the regular season for me. It's 10 more wins. Okay, I can see it. Doable. But like I said, we have all these variables now that we have to account for. You know what I mean? Your woman feeling good, goes out shopping, does whatever, comes back, you come home after whatever, bam, she got COVID, bam, now you got COVID, bam, that's 14 days you have to miss per NBA protocol. Regular season don't mean anything like that. Not to that where, you know what I'm saying? It's like, I'd rather be primed and in it and pumped and ready in a certain position come in the end than worrying about 50 wins, 58, 60 wins, whatever. You know, we've seen teams that's won that, that's lost that. Remember that Dallas team that got mollywopped by Golden State that time?
Yeah.
They were the number 1 seed.
Yeah.
See what I'm saying? We were 8th seed that mollywopped Miami.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's about being there in the end and having all your pieces primed and ready to go when playoffs is when the playoff ball is up in the air and we're ready to go. We got minimal injuries and we're all in the same. Everybody's role is totally defined and Julius is ready to take that next step and Kemba hopefully is. You know, we've given him enough rest during the season that he's ready to be, Kemba of old, and that's where I'm worried. That's where my worry and my focus comes in. It's like not during the season. During the season, I want to see, I want to see the continuity stuff worked out and get all that stuff stable, and and you're gonna lose some games.
Hey, AD, listen, man. If you are afraid, get a K9.
Me and dogs don't rock, baby.
I'm just saying.
It's not about being afraid, but you have to, what I'm saying? You gotta have, the foresight for everything that can happen.
No, I feel what you're saying. You gotta take on everything all around.
Yeah.
However, I'm looking at it from the point that with the two players we added, the two vets we added, they're coming in knowing the expectations because they're not new to this. Now Evan, yeah, he hasn't. I mean, he's been in Orlando all this time, and they really haven't. Let's be honest. When was Orlando out there just putting it down? Making a lot of noise. How many years ago?
But he had more playoff success than the Knicks. Because remember,
but that is true. However, coming to New York, and he knows New York. The fact that he know that we wanted him, and we were trying to get him before. That in itself says a lot for him that they want me, and this is a organization. This is not the Knicks of old. This team, this organization going forward. With that being said, what he brings. He's bringing a needed element that we needed, and he knows that we need it. Now the difference is coming to New York is no nonsense because you can go from 0 to hero in 0.1 second,
and the other way around too,
and the other way around because we've seen cats that messed up on one play and we ready to run them out, put them on the Greyhound, and then the next time they come back and hit a shot or make a steal to set up a shot, the game-winning play.
Amon Shumpert.
Yep.
Yeah.
You took it out my mouth.
Yeah, is a classic example of that.
Okay, just one.
But AD,
just one play. Just one. Just one can make and break you in this city. Just one.
Yeah, just one.
Right. But AD, what I was gonna say though is nothing prepares you for winning like winning. Nothing prepares you for winning like winning, bro.
Mm-hmm.
I understand the 1 versus 8 scenario. I get it, but that don't happen every year. Usually 1 versus 8 is one steamrolls 8 and is resting, waiting on the 4-5 matchup.
Yeah, those are anomalies.
Yeah, the Dallas did it because I get what you're saying because we've done it. We've seen it with our own eyes because it happened to our franchise. We did it. We were the 8 seed that knocked off a 1. So I get what you're saying. But nothing prepares you for winning like winning. You have to take the approach that it's game 7 every day. It's enough playing around, bro. It's enough toying around, tinkering, you know what I'm saying, doing all these. Man, we have to get to a point where we want to win more than we want to breathe air. That's how the Miami Heat franchise is right now. They want to win more than they want to breathe air.
Yeah, but Tibbs has had, look at Tibbs' career, right? Tibbs will grind it out of you every game, every possession. It has not been successful for him. You're going to lose some games, brother, in the regular season.
I know.
That's just what it is. You're going to lose some games. You just are. You can't win every possession. You can't win every timeout. There's lessons in losing. See what I'm saying? You could look, you know what? That right there, the next time they come around, perfect case in point, right? Biggest possession in the game, in the playoffs, he puts a dusty, rusty, cold Frank in the game. Right? Every Knicks fan, when he did that, even the Hive knew, no, don't do that, Tibbs. Even the Hive knew better than that. He didn't know better than that. See what I'm saying?
But it wasn't just Frank. It wasn't.
No.
Frank
No, my point is, Frank. I mean, Freezy. I'm calling you
Frank Freezy.
But my point is, that's a maneuver you do in the regular season that you can come when you come back in the playoffs. Now you already know. No, I ain't gonna do that.
Right.
See what I'm saying? That's not when you do that. You don't
have been roasting our point guards the entire game.
And he needed to continue to roast them because what? They were in the game. You bringing somebody that's cold off of it, off the pine. He wasn't even on the sideline on the life cycle. He was sitting on the pine. That's a mistake.
Okay. I got you, but let me offer a counter to what you just said. Tom Thibodeau has been there and done that. What I just mentioned, winning 60 games, Tom Thibodeau has been there and done that, right? Tom Thibodeau in his first year with the Chicago Bulls went 62-20, right? But let me before we say, oh, he had prime Derrick Rose, I'm gonna read the roster to you, and you tell me if you are impressed. They had Omir Ashik, Keith Bogans, Carlos Boozer, Ronnie Brewer, Rasul Butler, Luol Deng, Taj Gibson, James Johnson, Kyle Korver, John Lucas III, Joakim Noah, Derrick Rose, Brian Scalabrine, Kurt Thomas. Yes, that Kurt Thomas and C.J. Watson. Ladies and gentlemen, he won 62 games with that heaping pile of mess.
Outside of Brian Scalabrine, he got good players. Outside of Brian Scalabrine, outside of sloppy soup in the uniform, Brian Scalabrine, he got good players. Carlos Boozer was a top NBA player at one point in time.
Boozer was a
Luol
player.
Deng,
But
Luol
you
Deng
remember
was
Ronnie Brewer?
a good player.
You remember Ronnie Brewer?
I remember
defender.
Ronnie Brewer.
Yeah, he was a defender.
Yeah,
I remember Ronnie Brewer.
I do. No. I mean, do you remember Ronnie Brewer with the Knicks? No, you don't. Right? You don't remember Ronnie Brewer with the Knicks?
Yes, I do. He had a quick cup of coffee.
Yeah, quick sip. Right, yeah. Ronnie Brewer was trash, bro. Come on, bro. And that was only 2 years after that, man. Come on. That was only 2 years later we got Ronnie Brewer.
You are what your record says you are.
I agree. And I'm telling you, it was all Tibbs. Because Kurt Thomas was 95 years old when he put one.
Yes, at that time Kurt was 95, but at that time he had young legs in Gibson. Asik was a serviceable big man with young legs that could defend. Boozer was all-star talent. Boozer was
solid around that time.
Boozer was still solid.
Boozer was a low post offensive threat.
Okay,
but he was not a defender.
You got Noah. You had Noah, Deng, Asik, and Gibson. You had a more than formidable defensive front court. Especially young Taj Gibson, young Taj with those young legs. Young Taj could bang it on you at any moment in time.
Look how you getting caught in my trap. Look how you getting you getting caught up in my trap, bro. Keep talking, bro.
I'm there for the cheese, baby. But here where you missing is he grinded out that team for several years in and out, and that one style, and couldn't get any further with them. See what I'm saying? And he made mistakes along those ways with that team. Don't get me wrong. That team wasn't beating those LeBron Miami teams. It just wasn't good enough.
They weren't good enough.
Just wasn't good enough.
How you going to defend LeBron with Russell Butler?
Right. It just wasn't good enough.
Yeah.
But it's the mistakes that you would make during the regular season is what you'd hope not to do during the playoffs.
Yeah.
Right.
That's all I'm saying. Case in point, if you try to play Kemba Walker 70 games this year, I'm going to tell you right now, your season is done. There's no man that's coming off bone on bone. That man don't got no cartilage in one of those knees, bone on bone, and you're going to try and grind out everything out of him and not utilize the surplus that you have and hope that he'll get you there in the finish line. You might as well fire him today. Okay? You might as well fire him today. If he tries to get 70 games, regular season games, because remember, to make a deep run in the playoffs, you're talking about you're into your 90s. You try to get 70 regular season games out of Kemba Walker today, I would walk into that man's office and give him a letter, pink slip today.
You gonna give him the pink slip?
Today. If he told me he wanted 70 regular season games out of Kemba, you might as well fire him today. Okay? Because you got a surplus in guards. You don't need to do that to him. You want him in the finish line. You don't want him what you gonna play Kemba? You gonna play Kemba 35 minutes a game? 70 games? No.
There's going to be management with both Kemba and D Rose when it comes to that. And that's why you see you see him working IQ more. And that's why I was saying that we're going to see out of those rookies we brought in, Deuce is going to get Deuce is going to get more playing time than many may expect, because you're going to have to backfill. He's going to have to fill in at that to get those point guard duties. I mean, also you got Burks, but Deuce is going to be a filler in there.
I agree with you. I agree with you, Soulfinger. Deuce is definitely going to have to play. I don't like Quickly and Burks running the point for extended periods of time
Mm-hmm.
because they have shooting guard mentality, and they don't see guys because they have tunnel vision. So I definitely see that kid playing more, and I'm with AD on, utilizing your plethora of guards
Yeah.
and not run these guys into the ground. Now since we're in the what if show, if all of that happens, Kemba is healthy at the end of the season, Rose is healthy at the end of the season,
Oh boy,
we
that's problem.
finish top 4 again, I think it's a problem this year in the playoffs.
Okay.
Because all of those players that Uncle Freezy named from that 60-win Bulls team, you can find the equivalent or better on this particular roster. You're telling me Julius Randle's not better than
Carlos Boozer? What are we even talking about?
We don't think Mitch can be the kind of defender that Joakim Noah was.
Him and Noel together? Him and Noel together can't give you Joakim Noah's defense? RJ Barrett can't give you the scoring that Keith Bogans gave them? Oh, I'm sorry. Keith Bogans wasn't a scorer. You tell him, come on, AD. Listen, and that those teams that win championships, not because Tibbs made the only mistake Tibbs made was taking that job. Because Miami was going to win championships with Chris Bosh, Dwayne Wade, and LeBron James, and Ray Allen. I mean, they were going to win, and Mike Miller. I mean, come on, man. I mean, that's the only mistake Tibbs really made.
Well, I don't know if it's a mistake per se because there's only but so many of these jobs in the league, and when it comes around, you're gonna take that job. But their mistakes was they didn't get better. They weren't trying to get better. You see, Miami pulls up Ray Allen. You still got young Kyle Korver. You see what I'm saying? Miami goes out and get Mike Miller. You still got the same roster. Right. You're still playing the same way. But my point is, I don't want to front run. You know what I mean? I don't want to be that marathoner that's leading up until the last link, and here comes that Kenyan dude that's gonna run right by you. I don't want to do that. I don't. If you telling me right now that we got the 3 dudes from Kenya and Sunday, you watch the Olympics, them 3 dudes, they run out there, they put one out there, they tell them, yo, you go set the pace. You ain't gonna win this, right? These top two guys right here, they gonna win it, but you go set the pace. I don't want to be the set pace guy. No, I want to be the guy that crosses the finish line in the end. So I don't need, for me personally, I just don't need all the wins. I want to be primed and ready. That's just it. That's just for me per se. I want to be primed and ready because I see we got some pieces on the team that need some care. That's gonna need that extra bath. You know what I'm saying? In the ice tub. When we finally gave Rose the keys in the playoffs, Rose could only drive the car 1 game. That's it.
Mm-hmm.
Couldn't do anything. Like, why? He didn't have anything else.
Right. No, I don't dispute that, bro. I think we're missing each other at is this. There's a difference between Derrick Rose staying healthy and trying to manage the load because you have Elfrid Payton at point guard, and then there is a deal where it's a different situation where you have Kemba Walker manning the ship and Derrick Rose has to come in because Kemba doesn't have to take as much of the load as he normally would because he knows Derrick Rose is a quality backup. The backup in Boston last year for Kemba Walker, his name was Peyton Pritchard. Who exactly? You know what I'm saying? There's a difference, but I I'm working on something I want to show everybody. So I'm gonna disappear for like 2 minutes.
No, I feel you, Freezy. You know, I get that point, and I'm so past Alfred Payton right now that I didn't even remember he was on the team. Oh my God, Lord, no disrespect to Alfred Payton. You know what I'm saying? Success wherever you are, my brother. You know what I mean? No disrespect, but I'm just so past him. So I get it. I understand. I'm just looking forward to a great season, and hopefully we can capitalize and we can make another step, and we go from there. That's where I'm at with it.
Man, y'all got quiet.
Oh, I thought you freezed us. I thought you freezed us, Freezy.
Yeah.
I just dipped. I just dipped because I'm putting
bad.
something up.
I thought you put us down there for a second. But
man. I guess that point was like when you say Alfred Payton, everybody just like, oh. So man.
I give Elf a lot of, I crack little jokes on Elf, but you know what, considering that we made it as far as we did with the man and excuse me, his skill set, we got the most out of him. So, he's with Phoenix now. Hey, appreciate what you did, but hey, do what you do over there. We're in a much better situation, addition through subtraction, man, by getting what we got.
All right. See, the thing with Elf, bro. The thing with Elf is this, man. The thing with Elf is this. Alfred Payton is not a starting point guard.
Not at all.
Period. And we be trying to say nice things about Elf, but clearly the NBA knows that this dude is not a starting caliber point guard. You know what I'm saying? I mean, come on. Now we actually have dudes that are legit at the position. Not only do we have Rose back, but we went out and got another former All-Star and drafted a high-profile rookie. The position is in the best shape that it's been in years.
Yeah. I mean, a lot of people were looking for Elf to come out and was, I don't know, looking for him to be a gunner, score more in the past, all that. But majority of his career, he's been like a backup.
Right.
I think he was a backup. I think the only time he really started was with us. And we brought him back because we didn't have anybody else at the time. And things shook the way they shook. And, it's a blessing in disguise. You got to look at the dividends of having him on the team. Because you look at it, if we didn't have Elf, we wouldn't be able to I think we wouldn't have these picks that we're coveting now, So you got to look at it, hindsight is a mofo, but just take the negative, the positive with the negative, and just build upon that.
Right. I feel you. I see what you mean. I'm working on a Kemba Walker joint just to clarify some of the stuff that we have been talking about. So, how you feeling about the depth of the team?
I like it. And we're talking about guards. You see what we still got to see how if Vildoza, if Luka can actually pan out. I'm kind of hoping with the with what we know what we have with Kemba and D Rose and with the knees. Hopefully, that helps with them giving them more time in between games, because they're not going to be playing back to backs. Only time I can see them playing back to back is playoff time. That's the only time I can see us doing it.
Right. Okay.
But depth wise, I like our depth. I'm still on it. I mean, granted, Kevin Knox is that 6'9" wing, but that on paper. But I hope that Knox can do something.
Can evolve into the guy that we were hoping he would be when we drafted him.
Or just be serviceable. Just be
Right.
serviceable, you know. That you can give us something. Not sit out there go to the corner and just wait for a shot, or be reluctant to take it to the rack and you getting lost. If he can, if Knox was to be able to, okay, scoring, say if his scoring stayed the same, the way he shoots or whatever, but he can pick it up defensively, that's a win for us.
Right.
Because
he's contributing.
Exactly. You're not just sitting there with splinters in your behind. Because the way I see it right now, Knox is going to be fighting. He and Grimes could be duking it out for minutes.
Knox might be. Man, listen. I think Knox is going to have a breakout year, but Knox might be fighting for a roster spot, bro.
But that's what I'm saying. I really don't. I mean, seriously. That's, you know, not to go back where we were looking at with our debate and everything. I know it was set up that way, and I'm looking at it from the point where this man is fighting for his life. Literally, he's fighting for his NBA life in New York, or just trying to get on the bench, because he could easily get cut. Because what if this young cat in Grimes outshines him, not only just offensively but just defensively? I'm just speaking defensively, just speaking on the defensive side of the house. Grimes comes in and locks it down, and he picks it up. Knox got to bring it, man, and he has all the physical gifts. He just has to put it together. And I would like for him to be serviceable and not to be, you know, just a waste of space.
Right. And salary.
Yes, definitely, because it goes against it. That's a negative against us. Then you get rid of them as addition through subtraction, like I always like to say. But depth wise, we got everything we need. It's just that we got the point guards. It's just that you got to worry about the injury. They're both the injuries. But with the depth we got, we can overcome. I do believe we can overcome that. Even at center, you know, we got Mitch, we got Nerlens, and we got Sims. Even though I know Sims is going to go down to the G League, he's going to have to get time down there because he needs to. He's raw, and he's getting more development. But we got him. I do feel comfortable, excuse me, with him as raw as he is. If we had to use him, that he can contribute.
Right. No doubt. I 100% agree with you there. On the contribution aspect of it, because it's at some positions, in certain roles, the contribution is energy only.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And if it's just energy only for certain contributions, man, Jericho Sims has that in spades. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
So, yeah, man. So some of that stuff, like some of this, I'm not, and when I say that, I'm not saying that this dude can be the full-time starting or backup center over a certain stretch of time. That's not what I'm saying. Right? That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is if given an opportunity, I think he can contribute in the NBA right away. But at the same time, you know, you want to make sure you don't ruin the kid either.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? By throwing him out there when he ain't ready, breaking his confidence, kind of like, you remember Tony Wooten?
Man, yeah.
Kind of like with Tony Wooten. We don't want to do him like Tony Wooten. Like, oh my God, man, what if we put him and Mitch together? And then it wind up, man, the kid, you know, yeah.
It was too much on him at that time, you know. And you bring him in because, you know, he's getting some people comparing Sims to Wooten because of the simple fact the cat got hops. Right. I mean, he you know, he can sky. But, you know, let's be patient. Let's pump the brakes and let him develop. Let's develop the young fella.
Right.
Absolutely, I agree with you, gentlemen. But when it comes to Kenny Wooten, all Kenny Wooten could do was jump. I don't know why everybody was hyped. I was hyped, but he can't do anything else.
But he can't.
But did you see that block though?
Yeah, you know what it is.
I did.
Oh, go ahead. I'll come in behind you. I don't want to cut you off.
No, go ahead.
What it is people are enamored about the things, physical things. Oh, he could jump out the gym. You know how many times? Oh man, he can jump out the gym. Jumping out the gym don't make you a baller, man.
Right. No,
You
it
know.
does not.
Oh, he can shoot. Okay, anybody can shoot when nobody's in your face. That don't make you a baller, man.
Right.
You know, how many times you've been on the court, you saw that, oh man, cats getting all intimidated because the guy, all right, so he jumping up, hitting his, he banging his forehead off the top of the backboard.
Right.
But when you get on the court, he can't do nothing else.
Right.
Can't shoot, can't move, whatever. But he can jump.
Yeah.
Quit looking at the flash and all like that, and it turns out it's not what it is. You looking at this car, and all of a sudden, you're looking at the car like, oh man, that joint is nice. You got your old school. You're looking at old school. I'm trying to think of this is an old school Chevelle hooked up, but you swear it's got an engine and all that. It's nice and all like that.
Yeah.
And you go in, you pop the trunk, it's got a Pinto engine in there, man.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Don't fall in love with the physical things. Look at the whole. Again, L has the best quote. I love it. The game within the game. You got to look at what the cats bringing to the table. And I like Wooden, but he need a lot of development because, like I said, he jumping out the gym, head hitting Mars, but can't do nothing else.
Yeah, I got something too. I've been wanting to show everybody for say a couple weeks, right? I'm gonna bring it up, and I finally actually did it. So I'm gonna show everybody because the Kemba Walker thing is way overblown. Way overblown. The thing, the Kemba Walker may not be able to last. He's paper mache. That type thing is way overblown, y'all. Way overblown, right? It's one person said it and it sounded smart, and everybody else just ran with it. Right? That's what we do. You know what I'm saying? One person said it and it sounded smart, even if it's not based in fact, right? So I'm gonna show y'all. I'm gonna show y'all what I'm talking about. Oh, there you go, Uncle Freezy and them numbers.
Hey, all but right. You know what? Men's lie, women lie, numbers don't freeze.
Right. So here's the thing I want people to look at, right? Hey, everybody, this is what I want y'all to look at. Right? Stay with me on it. I ain't gonna bore y'all to death. This ain't math class. I ain't gonna bore y'all to death. But the first thing I want y'all to look at, right, is Kemba Walker after injury. Look at these numbers. Look at this. Oh, that's too dark. I'll brighten it up some. Right? Before the All-Star break, his numbers went from, all right, so before the All-Star break, before the All-Star break, when Kemba wasn't healthy, you know what I'm saying, we got it in yellow because it was caution. But after the All-Star break, we got it in green because he was a go, right? Before the All-Star break, he played 20 games. After the All-Star break, he played 23 games, right? Before the All-Star break, he averaged, where is it? I wish I should have put the percentage up here. I think I'm going to put the percentage in here. Is the percentage in here? Is the percentage in here? If it's not, then I ain't gonna worry about it. I'll put it on next time. But here's the thing: before the All-Star break, Kemba Walker shot basically 6 shots on 16 attempts, basically, right? After the All-Star break, he cleaned that up and made 7 shots on less attempts, right? And so what I'm getting at is we are overhyping injury, right? Kemba played better after the All-Star break, and you can see his numbers across the board, right? The only thing that went down was his 3-point percentage, right? And his field goal percentage went from 91 to 88 or 89. But he averaged, here's a number that I want you to look at also, right? The assists were 4.6 before the All-Star break and he raised the assist total. He raised the assist total to 5.3 after the All-Star break, and that included playing with Evan Fournier.
See?
You feel me?
Yeah.
You feel so? And not only so, his assist totals went up with a brand new player. He had never played with Evan Fournier before. Evan Fournier was a player with the Orlando Magic. Kemba Walker was with the Charlotte, whatever their nickname is. What's their nickname this year? Hornets, Bobcats. I don't know what their nickname is, but anyway, but anyway, you know what I'm saying. So the thing is this narrative that Kemba Walker digressed after the All-Star break after he hurt his knee is a false narrative. The numbers right here say he got better.
Well, the thing is it's like you said, it's the sexy thing to say to come out because if you go on a lot of the national media, it just started spreading like wildfire.
Right. But here's the numbers right here in front of you, though, bro.
And facts. But you know what? I'm gonna put it to you like. Let me ask you this, Freezy, and Chuck. Let me ask you this: would you rather have Kemba after an injury or full-on Elf?
Kemba. It's not even close. Man, Kemba Walker averaged 20 points a game after the All-Star break this year. Right? 20 points a game. Can you imagine if we had a 20-point per game score at point guard going into the playoffs against the Hawks?
Exactly. You got a game plan differently, man. Even
Right.
even if he's not at 100%, you still have to game plan differently. You can't leave him alone.
Right.
Just the mere presence on the floor can change the game. I mean, it's the game planning. Somebody else gets loose. You don't let them loose. Don't let them get by you. Stay on them. Now somebody else is getting hot. You can get a RJ get hot. You can't double down on Randall. You got a Fournier that's going to get loose.
Right. Right.
Mitch can give you those doubles like you're looking at.
Right. Right. No doubt. No doubt, bro. That's what I'm saying. So that's what I'm saying. The Kemba Walker narrative, that's the reason why I had to pull out this sheet, man, because listen, I had to create the sheet, man, because listen, we Knicks fans will take a narrative and so Chuck, you ran track. You remember the relay races? You know how you pass the baton? That's what we do with a narrative, bro. We will get the baton and haul ass with it. You know what I'm saying? Bro, there is no stopping us with a narrative, bro. There is no we get a narrative. Man, listen, we will get a narrative, and before you jump to conclusion, bro, we will jump to a conclusion in a heartbeat. And it's the reason why I don't listen as much to mainstream media and things like that, because what they do is and you got to understand it, they selling advertising, right? But you know what I'm saying? You know what me, Chuck Allen, and Soulfinger doing? We just chopping it up. That's what we do. We talking. You know what I'm saying? But advertisers, if you out there, if you want to, you know what I'm saying, show some love,
Slide on A. Go ahead, Freezy up in them DMs.
Yeah, just don't.
Love. Shoot them a text. You can always send go old school, send a letter in the mailbox, something. Come, hey, show my man some love.
Yeah, But the thing about us Knicks fans, we will jump to a conclusion in a heartbeat. Like we saw John Morant dunk on somebody his rookie year, and people was like, "Oh my God, see, I told you that's what we needed." Never mind, Memphis didn't make the playoffs.
I was, and I like Ja. I like Ja because I knew I would safely say this. We had the second pick. We probably would have gotten Ja.
Yeah, maybe.
We probably would have got a Ja. But this is just me, and just bear with me real quick, fellas, and everybody in the chat. I didn't appreciate how they came at RJ because they made RJ feel like it was a fall off.
Yeah.
A bad fall off. He's the third pick, and it was like some kind of whack consolation prize. When you go to the fair or something, and you up there trying to pop the balloons. You're supposed to get so many to get the big one, but you pop one and they give you a keychain.
Yeah.
They trying to make it seem like RJ's a keychain, but RJ, if you really look at his body of work, RJ was the number one. Was, if I'm not mistaken, wasn't he number one recruited player in the nation?
In his class, yeah.
In his class, yeah, he was number one. So now he falls off, and nothing against Zion, but I worry, you know, like everybody's talking about Kimba, you should be concerned about Zion and his knee.
Ooh.
I mean, just we're gonna keep. I'm gonna keep it all the way funky with you. I'm gonna keep it a buck. We're talking about knees. We're talking about D-Rose knee. You talk about Kimba's knee. Zion needs his knees to fly. We never seen anybody that massive, that explosive. We seen some big guys explode. We seen people with hops. We seen Kemp. We seen, you seen Wooten, but you never seen nobody that looks like a defensive end with hops like that, man. This guy is explosive that we can bring. But how many knee surgeries, knee procedures had already? How long he's been in the league, and what's his age?
That's interesting.
Because think about it. What happened with Stoudemire, with Amari? After he had a ruptured patella tendon, he came and all like that. And can you get on with that? Yes. And Zion's a freak of nature. Looking at what Nick's tape put in there, he's a freak of nature. But one thing I can tell you, Father Time and the human body can only withstand so much. Father Time is undefeated. Granted, he's young. And the thing is, when you're young, a young Thundercat, you can think you can do any and everything. But those old injuries mount up, and that size will eventually catch up to you.
Let's just hope. You know what I'm saying? Just I'm just hoping my man have a very long and productive career.
Yeah, I pray to God that he does. That's the only thing that worries me about him and that knee. And I'm speaking because of, what I did back, my previous life in uniform, seeing this from like a lot of Marines, man, that go through that, over course of time. He's a freak. We've never seen nothing like Zion, but don't knock RJ what he can bring. Paul Pierce wasn't over the top, but look what he did. He had one hell of a career.
What about Joe Johnson?
Yeah,
you remember Joe Johnson?
Joe Johnson was he was lethal with his.
Yeah, man.
So Joe Johnson. Hey, look, Joe Johnson still, if I'm not mistaken, he's still doing a little something now.
Yeah, man.
So you don't have to be a high flyer to be great. The media wants to push that. We should be pushing RJ ourselves, because my thing about it is he's had better numbers than some of the cats they put in above him. A lot of the numbers of cats they put above him. He's got better numbers and he's done more, but yet he's overlooked. So that's what I got. If I sound like I'm taking a little personal on that, Phil, because I'm out of feelings, I am, because they did RJ dirty.
Yeah, they do RJ dirty.
And the other reason I look at it is that's just another slander against us as Knicks, against our Knicks, because you want to hate. We're the villain you love to hate. We're the kid that you want to pick on all the time, try to, because we got more or whatever else.
Because it's easy. Because it's easy. It's easy to pick on the Knicks. It's easy to pick on the Knicks because there are no repercussions. Like, nobody's gonna bother you if you pick on the Knicks, right? You know what I'm saying? It's just what it is. You know what I'm saying? But let me show you this. I want to show y'all one more thing, man, and then I'm gonna wrap up and get out of here, man, so I can give me some rest. But I want to show this thing for Kimba one more time. And this is for those that buy into narratives and stuff like that. Right? So for those that buy into narratives, what I want you to do is look at Kemba Walker's shooting percentage before and after the All-Star break. So before the All-Star break, Kemba Walker's shooting percentage was 38.8%. Right? After the All-Star break, Kemba Walker's shooting percentage was 44.8%. After the All-Star break, and this is when people said he was supposed to be breaking down, he raised his shot percentage by 6 percentage points. So he went from an inefficient scorer to an efficient scorer. Right? But they were saying that Kemba was breaking down. Kemba knees, back-to-backs. Oh, no back-to-backs. Kemba can't play a certain amount of games. Bruh. Look at Kemba's numbers. The numbers say that Kemba got better after the All-Star break. On that note, I'm going to get out of here. Fellas, it's been real. I appreciate y'all, man. I appreciate y'all coming through tomorrow. Knicks at night. Tomorrow. Tomorrow, Knicks morning drive. I want to continue part of this what if stuff. You know what I'm saying? I want to talk about what if. Yo, that's dope. I got mine on too, bro. No, I got on the Knicks at Night podcast one. The Knicks at Night podcast one. That's fire. That's fire. But I want to talk about tomorrow. I want to talk about what if the rookies surprise. What if the rookies surprise? What do we do then?
Man, that's a good one because the rookies we have, I really see doing something special. I mean, I really think this is going to be a special year for us, building off, because we're building off of the success we had last year. First of all, people, they shouldn't be surprised to see us coming because we're not sneaking up on anybody. Well, for the media, we knew what we had. That's just the outside.
Right.
So it's going to be a special year. This is a special season for us.
I think so too.
Me too.
I think so too. But fellas, I'm gonna get out of here. Thank y'all, man. This time flew by. Make sure y'all check out the community tab. Knicks Versus is up there. The debate between me and Soulfinger is up there. The poll, who starts at center, who starts at point guard, is up there. Want to get y'all feedback. Thank y'all for checking us out. We'll holler at y'all later. Peace.
Salute.
Peace.